All right, today we are going to build a blueprint for confidence. And I'm not talking about that fake it till you make it stuff. I mean real, unshakable confidence that's actually grounded in science. This is a practical guide to completely change how you operate at work and, just in life. So let's dive right in.
Have you ever had that feeling, that nagging voice in your head, that you're a fraud, that you're just waiting to be found out, even with all your achievements? Well, if you have, you are absolutely in the majority. I mean, a staggering 70% of people experience what's known as imposter syndrome. Look, this isn't some personal failing on your part. It's a totally shared human experience. And just knowing that, that's a huge first step.
And this right here, this is probably the single most important idea we need to really get. For so long, we've been told that confidence is this fixed trait. You're either born with it or you're not. But guess what? The science, the neuroscience, shows that it's just flat out wrong. Confidence is a skill. It's like a muscle. And today, we're going to lay out the exact workout plan to build it.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. First, we'll talk about why confidence is so critical. Then, we're going to look at the actual science behind self-doubt. From there, we dive into your actionable blueprint, the good stuff. And finally, we'll talk about what it really means to become unstoppable.
So, first things first, why does all of this matter so much? Well, because confidence is basically the invisible engine driving your career forward. It's the fuel that helps you decide to ask for that raise, to volunteer for that big, high-profile project, or to just speak up in a really important meeting. I mean, the research is crystal clear on this. Confident people don't just feel better, they actually earn more and they get promoted way faster. Okay, now look at this chart. This right here reveals something fascinating and kind of frustrating called the confidence gap. Research has shown that men will often take action, apply for a job, go for a promotion, when they feel just 60% certain they're qualified. But women? We tend to wait until we feel 95%, sometimes even 100% certain. Think about that for a second. Just imagine all the incredible opportunities that are hiding inside that 35% gap. So if we want to bridge that gap, we've got to pop the hood and see what's really going on inside our brains. Because if we can understand the science of self-doubt, we can actually learn how to rewire it for good. So first up, let's meet the prefrontal cortex, or PFC for short. The easiest way to think about this part of your brain is as its CEO. It's the part that handles all the rational thought, makes those big executive decisions, and assesses your own abilities. When you're calm, cool, collected, and feeling totally in control, yeah, that's your PFC running the show. But then you've got this other player, the amygdala. Think of it as your brain's super sensitive internal alarm system. The problem is, when you're facing something high stakes, like a big presentation or a tough conversation, that amygdala can totally hijack the entire system. It triggers that fight or flight response, floods your body with stress hormones, and it basically shuts down your rational PFC right when you need it the most. So the goal, really, is to learn how to manage that amygdala response so you can activate this really powerful cycle called the confidence-competence loop. And it works exactly like this. When you act with confidence, it actually improves your performance. And when your performance gets better, you build real skill, real competence. And that new confidence, it feeds right back into your confidence. It becomes this incredible self-reinforcing upward spiral. Okay, but there's a really common psychological hurdle that can stop that loop dead in its tracks. And research shows it plays out differently between genders. Women are often socialized to attribute their success to external factors, like luck, but they internalize failure. It's my fault. Men often do the exact opposite. They own their successes, but blame failures on external factors. Seriously, just being aware that this mental habit even exists is the first crucial step to breaking it and finally owning your amazing accomplishments. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now for the best part, the how. This whole next section is your personal toolkit. It's packed with practical, science-backed strategies that you can start using, like today, to build that confidence muscle. I want you to try starting your day with this super simple 10-minute ritual. Just 2 minutes of power posing. Standing tall, hands on your hips, is scientifically proven to increase testosterone and decrease the stress hormone cortisol. After that, spend a few minutes on affirmations, but affirmations that are based on actual evidence of your skills. Then visualize a successful day and set one clear, powerful intention. You're basically priming your brain for confidence before you even look at your email. Okay, now for those moments when self-doubt just ambushes you in the middle of the day, I want you to stop, just pause, and ask yourself this one simple question.
What would you tell your best friend if she came to you with the exact same doubts, the same fears, the same challenge you're facing right now? The answer is you'd almost certainly be way kinder and way more encouraging to her than you are to yourself, right? This little trick is called the best friend reframe. It is all about taking that amazing compassion you have for other people and finally turning it inward. It's about time you became your own best advocate, right? And for those really high stakes moments, the big presentation, the tough negotiation, here's an emergency tool I want you to put in your back pocket. It's the CALM technique. C is for center. Take 5 deep breaths to calm down that amygdala. A is for affirm. State your intention, your capability. L is for load. Quickly recall 3 past achievements that are relevant. And M is for move. Take one small, confident physical action. This entire sequence can shift your mental state in less than a minute.
Building long-term sustainable confidence is a lot like managing an investment portfolio. You need a diversified strategy. You should be spending most of your time, say about 60%, in what we call the stretch zone. These are challenges that push you, but they're still achievable. Then, balance that with some time in your comfort zone to consolidate your wins. And every now and then, take a small venture into the panic zone for some real breakthrough growth. So you might be wondering, how does all of this come together over time? Well, think of it like a 90-day transformation plan. The first 30 days are all about building the foundation with these new rituals. The second month is for integrating these skills, trying them out in lower stakes situations. And that final month, that's about mastery and maintenance, using these tools when it really, truly counts. It's a clear, totally achievable path. So all of this practice, all these tools, they all lead to one place: becoming truly unstoppable. But here's the big secret about being unstoppable. It isn't some destination you just arrive at one day. It's the natural result of the daily practice itself. And this, right here, is maybe the most important reframe of all. True, authentic confidence is not the absence of fear. It's not the absence of doubt. I promise you, any person you admire still feels those things. Real confidence is simply making the choice to act on your goals despite the fear, despite the uncertainty. It's a choice that you get to make again and again and again. So there you have it. You've got the science, you've got the psychology, and you have a whole toolkit of practical strategies. Your blueprint is now officially in your hands. So the only question left is, what are you going to choose to build with it?